Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. How's it going? So yeah, I get it. Life gets busy, your schedule's packed, and when you finally sit down to play something, that little voice kicks in like, man, am I ever actually gonna finish this game? I've definitely been there, staring at a huge backlog and feeling kinda bad about it. But here's the good news. The world of JRPGs has plenty of hidden gems you can actually finish without sinking 80 or 100 hours into them. So today, I put together a list of 10 shorter JRPGs that are absolutely worth your time. Games you can beat over a long weekend, during vacation, or just by playing a little each day without losing track of the story. This list has a bit of everything. Remastered classics, action RPGs, turn-based old-school vibes, and even some more experimental experiences. So no matter your taste, there's something for you. Let's jump right in. Trials of Mana. Starting off strong with Trials of Mana Remake. And honestly, this is a great example of how to modernize a classic without losing its original charm. The game originally released on the Super Nintendo back in 1995 in Japan, and it took years to officially come west. The 2020 remake finally brought it to a global audience, with colorful 3D visuals that feel straight out of a cozy 90s anime. It's not trying to be flashy, but it's super consistent and pleasant to look at. Combat is real-time action, smooth and fun. You build a party of 3 characters from a pool of 6, and your choices actually affect parts of the story and interactions, which adds replay value. The combat isn't the deepest out there, but it's satisfying and evolves as you unlock new abilities. The story is light and classic, save the world vibes, nothing overly complex, which honestly works in its favor depending on what you're looking for. Average playtime is around 25 to 30 hours, which is very reasonable for a JRPG. If you're looking for a great entry point into classic-style JRPGs without feeling overwhelmed, this is it.
He knows it's time to train.
Sea of Stars. This one is special. I'd go as far as saying it's one of the best love letters to classic JRPGs in recent years. Developed by Sabotage Studio, the same team behind The Messenger, this game clearly draws inspiration from classics like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI. And yeah, it's pixel art, but on another level. Every environment looks like a painting with dynamic lighting that shifts throughout the in-game day. It's genuinely beautiful. Combat is turn-based, but with a twist. You can time button presses to boost your attacks or reduce incoming damage, keeping things engaging even during enemy turns. There's also a lock system where you have to break enemy defenses using specific attack types. Simple, but adds depth. The story follows 2 children of the solstice on an epic journey with solid twists and a strong sense of adventure. Playtime sits around 25 to 35 hours. Perfect. Sea of Stars manages to feel both nostalgic and fresh at the same time. Highly recommended. Third on the list is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and this might be new territory for a lot of people. It's based on a massive mobile gacha game popular in Japan, but don't worry, you don't need any prior knowledge. The story stands on its own and is easy to follow. You play as Gran, or Jita, traveling with a group of skyfarers across floating highlands. The story isn't groundbreaking, but it's well told and the characters are likable enough to keep you invested. The real highlight here is the combat. It's fast, fluid, and extremely satisfying. Each character plays completely differently, from hack-and-slash styles to support roles, magic users, range fighters. There's a ton of variety. The main story takes about 20 to 25 hours, though endgame content can keep you playing much longer if you want. If you're just here for the campaign though, it's a great short experience.
Salvation shall come.
No one gives a crap about your evil plan.
Fourth on the list, and probably the most accessible, Super Mario RPG Remake. This is a beloved SNES classic that got a gorgeous remake in 2023 for the Nintendo Switch. The visuals were fully rebuilt in 3D while keeping that charming isometric style. It honestly looks like a living diorama. Everything is expressive and full of personality. Gameplay mixes light platforming in the overworld with turn-based combat that includes timing mechanics. It's simple,
approachable, but still engaging. The story is full of humor and charm with memorable characters and some genuinely funny moments. Playtime is around 15 to 20 hours, the shortest on this list, and every second is worth it. Perfect entry point into JRPGs, no question.
Next up, Dragon's Crown by Vanillaware, and this one is very different from the rest. The art style is bold and highly detailed, with exaggerated character designs inspired by classic fantasy illustrations. It's definitely divisive, but undeniably unique. Gameplay is a beat-em-up with RPG elements. You pick from 6 classes and fight your way through dungeons, collecting loot and leveling up. It can feel repetitive, but the class variety and loot system keep things interesting. The story is simple, but it's narrated like a fairy tale, which gives it a lot of personality. Campaign runs about 15 to 20 hours, and it's even better in co-op.
The Alliance Alive. 7th on the list is The Alliance Alive, originally released on the 3DS and later remastered in HD for consoles and PC. This is a game that flew well under the radar and truly deserves more attention. The visuals have that classic Japanese JRPG style with beautiful sprites and illustrations that harken back to handheld RPGs. It's not the most technically impressive, but it has a genuine charm. What sets the Alliance Alive apart is its tactical combat system with an interesting mechanic. Your characters don't level up in the traditional way. They learn new skills organically during battle, based on what you use. This creates a very rewarding sense of natural progression. The narrative is ambitious. We have a world where fantastical races dominate humans, and the story follows different groups that meet and form the alliance of the title. It's epic in scope, but told in an accessible way. There's a guild-building mechanic that lets you create bases in different regions of the world map. It's much deeper than it seems at first glance. Playtime? 30 to 40 hours, slightly longer than the other games on the list, but still very reasonable for a JRPG. The Alliance Alive is the kind of recommendation you give someone and they come back later to thank you. Number 8, Astral Chain, a Nintendo Switch exclusive by Platinum Games. Visually, it's stunning, a futuristic cyberpunk city filled with detail and personality. The core mechanic is unique. You control your character and the Legion at the same time using dual analog controls. It creates a completely different kind of combat experience. There's a learning curve, but once it clicks, it feels amazing. The game also mixes in investigation segments where you gather clues and solve cases, which helps break up the pacing. Story-wise, it leans into sci-fi and police drama with some solid twists. Playtime, 20 to 25 hours.
A curse. We can't turn back now.
My loyalty in death!
9th, and probably the most unique game on this list, Live Alive Remake. Originally released in 1994 in Japan, this remake finally brought it worldwide with a beautiful HD 2D visual style. The structure is completely different. The game is divided into multiple standalone chapters, each set in a different time period with different gameplay styles. One chapter might feel like a stealth game, another like a tactical RPG, another like a brawler. The variety is insane. Each chapter lasts a few hours, and they all connect in a final chapter that ties everything together in a very memorable way. Total playtime, 20 to 30 hours. And finally, closing the list, Star Ocean: The Second Story R. This remake of the 1998 classic was one of the biggest surprises for me. It uses a mix of 2D sprites and 3D environments, creating a unique visual identity that looks fantastic. You can choose between 2 protagonists, and that choice changes parts of the story, great for replayability. Combat is real-time and much smoother than the original. And the private action system adds depth to character relationships. There's also a deep crafting system and excellent pacing throughout. Playtime, 25 to 35 hours. A fantastic remake and a great entry point for newcomers.
Okay, I'll go with you guys.
And that's the list. 10 JRPGs you can actually finish without putting your entire life on hold, but that still deliver rich, memorable experiences. If I had to recommend 3 to start with, I'd say Super Mario RPG for something light and fun, Sea of Stars if you love classic vibes, and Live Alive if you want something truly different. But honestly, you can't go wrong with any of these. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like to support the channel, subscribe so you don't miss future content, and let me know in the comments which of these have you played or which one are you picking up next. See you next time.